Hello everyone, welcome to Whispering Bliss, and my intention for this video is to spread love and light to you all always, okay? This reading is for our Aquarius. So, I don't know what that's about because I saw the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, let's see what's going on. What do you want our Aquarius to see at this time? What do you want our Aquarius to see at this time? I'm seeing Knight of Wands. I feel like you are in an energy to where you are forced to go after what it is your heart truly desires, okay? With this Knight of Wands, like you have to fight for new beginnings, or you have to fight. You have to put on this face. You have to, it's something about you having to show someone or people like a different side of you. I'm looking at duality. The Chariot, the High Priestess, and the Sun. The Chariot, the High Priestess, and the Sun. The Hermit. Why the Hermit here for Aquarius? Eight of Cups. It's something about you taking a journey. You've been on a journey, or maybe you're going, like, something significant about escapism. Let me see what's going on here. It's like a lot. The Emperor. I said fire sign. Maybe an Aries. Okay. Aries, the Emperor. It can be a father figure with the Emperor here. Knight of Swords. I also feel like you may be getting guidance from a male. It can be spiritual, like, you know, in the spirit, or in the physical. You're getting guidance, or give me 1 second. Yeah, because I feel like you have to fight harder than you ever had to before. It's like something significant about you pushing like this. Like you just have to break down a wall or something. I don't know. But I do feel this energy of you having to get out of your comfort zone for sure. Knight of Cups. When I said getting out of your comfort zone. Still Knight, but Knight of Cups here. Six of Cups. What is this about? Nine of Cups, Six of Cups. Heavy on the cups. Seven of Wands to Temperance. So one thing for sure is I feel like you may be at a rough patch, something like this. But I'm also getting like there's a need for you to remain calm and know that you can get through it. Slow down a little bit. So the Knight of Wands came out, so there's a possibility where you probably moving too fast, okay, or someone is coming towards you. I don't know what this is about. I'm gonna have to pull. Yeah, Justice is here. There's a lot of people in your energy for sure. I'm gonna tell you that much. The Temperance is still at the bottom of the deck. So I'm getting you are covered. Your angels are fighting for you, okay? Give me, I don't know what this is about. It says, I am aware of my emotions. Do not sacrifice your sanity for anyone. What feels stuck or stagnant in your life? What shifts are you being called to make? You got the Secret Sauce and Soul Star by Music Soul Child. It says, Soul Star, you come so far from where you started. Don't be afraid to let your light shine on the world. You've been through enough, Aquarius. I feel like you're probably in this place to where you're like, I don't really want to deal with people because I'm tired. Like, that's what I'm getting. I'm tired. But this heart is here. So I'm getting a, y'all don't be, okay, I'm a lefty. That's my excuse, okay? I'm getting a sense of like, stop being so hard on yourself. I'm getting like, give yourself some grace. People too, okay? People too. I'm getting, this is the time for you to unite with other people, okay? It says, I am taking a break to breathe. I release mental overload, stress, anxiety, fear, and feeling overwhelmed. I deserve solitude, relaxation, rest, peace, and quiet. I am planning and working towards being a better version of myself. I am healing. It says, timing is everything. Take chances, take charge of one's future and make calculated choices. And then it says no here. So it says, I acknowledge how far I've come and how much I've grown. I decide what happens next. Use your imagination and have fun outside of your normal comfort zones. So you see how how this happens. So it says, take charge of one's future and make calculated choices. No came out. And then it says, I acknowledge how far I've come and how much I've grown. I decide what happens next. I decide what happens next. No came out. And I feel like you may have someone that's trying to dictate your every move. Like, and if they're not saying it, that maybe they're doing it energetically, you know? Like you are trying to move forward and someone's like, no, you move when I say so. You move the way I want you to move. It says, open your mouth and speak glory over your life. Stop choosing men that make you do all the work. A calm mind can handle any situation. Spiritual growth. And then it says, this is my responsibility, my words, my behavior, my actions, my efforts, my mistakes, my ideas, and the consequences of my actions. I am responsible for who I am today. I see Cancer and explore. You may have Cancer somewhere in your birth chart. Something significant about the moon. I'm getting this sense of like, stop avoiding your emotions. I feel like you've been through a lot. It says, while the mind can imprison you, it can also set you free. Be mindful of what you're feeding your mind. The words that you say to yourself and even others. Okay? Spirit leaders show me the way. So explore. And Tarzan, I feel like you have such a free spirit, and there's a possibility that you went through, or maybe you're going through something that's like life-changing, that's hindering, that's kind of like making you second guess your true nature, you know? Maybe there's some shame or guilt there, and I'm getting a sense of like, you have to release that. You have to embrace who you truly are. I feel like I'm speaking to someone that's a true explorer. Like you like to travel. Something significant about Sagittarius. Okay? Maybe you have Sagittarius somewhere in your birth chart. It says, I am protecting myself. I love you. So maybe you need to, you know, love yourself a little bit more. This is what you're doing, you know? Like, I'm protecting myself. I'm saying Saturn, okay, symbolizes discipline, responsibility, structure, limitations. Saturn teaches lessons of patience, perseverance, and mastery. So you're working on something. Maybe you're moving slow, okay? Other people are probably like, what is going on with Aquarius? What is going on with Aquarius? And you're like, it's like you cooking up something. You're cooking up something. You're not really telling people what's going on, but I do have this energy to where maybe people are worried about you. Here it says, you are being called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. It says, I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. You're going deep though, or you're being called to go deeper. You're being called to go deeper. I'm getting go deeper. Go deeper. It says energy healing practices, Reiki, sound healing, and other forms of energy work helps balance and heal your heart chakra. So I'm getting multiple things here. I feel like you have something within you that you don't know. Like you have hidden gifts. Something, you've been called to utilize your gifts. I feel like you have the ability to heal yourself. I'm not sure if this is what you're doing now or you need to. heavy on that. It says trust your inner strength and resilience. You pose the power to heal, transform, and create positive change in your life. And if you don't see that, other people do see this. I'm getting the sense of like, if you're not in a place to where you can see your natural like gifts or talents or something, you need to spend more time with yourself and the Most High and start asking the right questions. Ask the right questions. Ask the right questions. I'm getting a sense of like, if you're praying for other people and stuff like that, it's giving me a sense of like, that is good, but you need to ask the right questions when it comes to yourself. And I'm saying this because it says you are being called soul gifts and training. It's time for you to step up. I feel like you really need to ask questions when it comes to you and what God put in you, so they can come out, so you can master. It's something that you need to work on, I'm telling you. It says, express your emotions in healthy ways, even if it means letting go of societal expectations and norms. Cry, laugh, and scream. And this is giving me a sense of like, yeah, stop worrying about what other people, what other people are going to say, or how they're going, you know, what they think, how they feel. It's something, Aquarius is known for being rebellious anyway, you know. So it's just giving me a sense of like, why now? Like, maybe you used to like not care, and it's like, are you really putting your energy there? It's like, no, like, no. Okay. It says, are you looking for an easy way out? Because if you are, you should stop. Yeah. It says, laughter and play. Engage in activities that bring you joy, such as playing a sport, reading a book, or simply laughing with friends. So, and then it says, protecting energy. Surround yourself with protective energy, creating a shield against negative influences and energies. But as I was reading this, Archangel Michael was literally like in my mind as I was reading this. I'm getting like Archangel Michael like in my head. So I feel like you have protection, but you need to do what you need to do still, okay? And then it says, wisdom is vulnerability. So embrace vulnerability as a path to wisdom, growth, and self-discovery. Allow yourself to be open and receptive. Again, Aquarius, I feel like you guys been through some stuff. You've been through a lot. And there's a possibility that there may be some shame and guilt there, but you need to get that out. People need to hear your testimonies. I feel like you have more than one. But you're probably like, oh, people are going to do this. And if anything, people are going to be like, wow, like, you've been through that? Like, how? I feel like people are going to be curious in how you got out of it, or how you're currently getting through whatever it is that you're going through. Okay. So I was gonna get this, but give me 1 second. I'm being guided to use this deck here. And why? So goodness gracious. Okay, I'll read these cards. I saw it here, so I guess it was meant for me to do this. So what happened was, I saw a card and it said something about community, right? So I already said something about you getting back out there. But I'm just going to read these cards here. It says, moved by the goddess, here for this so-called gather. It says, the sun, okay? Joy, life force, success, play. Excuse me, make time for play. See the beauty, so gratitude, the sacred is everywhere. Surrender to the sweetness, so Venus energy, pleasure, joy. Again, joy is here twice, okay? Joy is here twice. Make love to life. Okay, I'm seeing big picture thinker. Big picture thinking. It says Pallades. Okay, energy. I hope I said that right, but maybe you're considered like a starseed or something significant about that. Visionary, inspire ideas. I feel like there's a possibility that you create ideas in your sleep. Like, yeah, and you may be like, oh, like, I feel like you're not taking that serious. Maybe you think everybody is like this, and it's like, no, everybody don't possess that skill, that gift, okay? You need to tap into that. You need to, I feel like, even if you're having dreams, maybe you're a type of person that have dreams, pay attention to your dreams, okay? Write them down or ask questions. Ask questions. And then this is here twice. It says call, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up, okay? And then it says ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet code. So heavy on the creative skills, creativity, heavy on that. And then it says baby steps, actions. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. So keep moving, keep moving. I'm getting everything isn't supposed to, and that's just the Most High. Like, I feel like I feel like you have a very unique relationship with the Most High, and you expect things to be like, oh, okay, I get it. There's sometimes it's not going to be like that, you know. Like, imagine knowing all the answers, you know. Mockery and attempt to disguise fear. There's a possibility, and this actually landed on Venus. So I feel like maybe people see you as someone that's all like tough and everything, and I'm getting a sense of like, no, sweeten up, okay? Sweeten up, buttercup, okay? I'm getting like, sweeten up, buttercup, okay? Sweeten up, buttercup. So it says, God help anyone who disrespects the queen. And then I see the world. But because it's so much love in this, the world is actually between call, which it says soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. And then it says gratitude. See the beauty. So the sacred is everywhere with the world. I feel like you have a beautiful relationship with nature, okay? The world. Maybe that's how you see the world. It's something significant of how you see the world, how you see people, how you see animals, how you see plants, how you see everything around you. And I'm getting a sense of like, tap into that. Like, maybe you need to go deeper, like ask the right questions. It says, watch out for the signs. The universe is guiding you in the right direction. So trust, I'm getting trust, okay? Trust the universe, trust the Most High, trust your guides, trust the ancestors, just trust, okay? Trust yourself, okay? Trust yourself right now. Trust yourself right now. It says, keep the vision, continue to dream, third eye open, achieve your goals, trust the process, see into the future, okay? Prophetic dreams and clarity. Didn't I say something about dreams? If you're a dreamer, I most definitely said something significant about your dreams. They are so powerful. There's messages in those dreams, okay? But I'm also getting like, don't be freaking out and going everywhere to anybody and like, oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? Da, 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 da. I'm getting like, trust yourself. The wisdom is within you. Give yourself time. Spend time in nature to, you know, allow the information to come to you. Don't be in a rush to try to know everything. Let trust in the Most High, trust in divine timing, okay? I'm seeing planting seeds, reap what you sow. It says putting in work, growth, nurturing, okay? So I feel like you're doing exactly what you need to do, but you need to give yourself some credit. You need to give yourself it says honor what is ending. You need to give yourself some time. So I do feel as if there's a chapter, you stepping into this new chapter, right? And you're probably trying to catch up, like the body is trying to catch up with the mind. Something significant about that. I feel like you've been through life experiences and you know you change. You're not the same person. I'm getting a sense of like you're probably grieving the old you, and as a matter of fact, what I'm seeing right here is justice and wands. So let me show y'all what I'm seeing right now. I'm sorry, because I was just in a thought and I was just standing here. You see how this is right here? It's two things. I'm getting you most definitely have people fighting for you on the other side. I feel like the Most High is fighting for you, but I also feel like, you see how this person here with the wands, like I feel like you have people that staring at you like, you know, going against you. And I'm just getting a sense of like, let God handle that. Let God handle that. Okay, don't be this ain't that's what I'm getting. Okay, back to what I was talking about. You're probably grieving your old self, and it's just giving me a sense of like flying. You see this butterfly? People probably call you a butterfly, or a butterfly is probably like your spirit animal, okay? But butterflies, transformations, change, travel, okay? And I'm also getting strength as well, which is really different because, you know, courageous, because butterflies, they fly. I don't even know if they be knowing where they be going, but they be in and out, okay? They be in and out. And that's not easy for everybody to do. Like, some people are not, it's not easy for everybody to just pick up and go, okay? So, yeah. Yes. I'm getting a messenger. Right now, I'm looking at this right here. Bob Marley. Okay, so something significant about Bob Marley. He was most definitely a messenger. Okay. So I just feel like you have that same or a similar gift. And I really do feel as if you need to trust God and trust yourself, that, you know, you're chosen to handle. I feel like whatever title God gave you, you are worthy of having, and you can do this. You can live out this. You can handle the responsibilities that come with this. But I'm getting, you need to nurture yourself, nurture your gifts, and be confident. And most of all, show gratitude, because again, is everybody like Bob Marley? Is everybody chosen to be a messenger? Is everybody, you know, or a creator? Okay, is everybody capable of being on the football field? Can everybody hold the title of being a basketball player, a teacher? You know, I just feel like you need to slow it down a little bit and just show gratitude for everything that you have, inner and outer. The material things, but also the things that God put into you. Okay. What do you want Aquarius to see right now? I'm seeing pull yourself close. Every part of your being is desiring of love, and you may be like, you know, I'm not perfect, or I did this in the past, and it's just giving me a sense of like, who cares? Like, nobody cares. Like, nobody on this planet is perfect. Like, who cares? Nobody cares. Love on you, hug you, kiss you, write yourself some love letters. You know, and it's just giving me a sense of like something significant about your accomplishments. Like, it doesn't matter how small they are, you did it. You did it. So keep moving forward. And yeah, Aquarius, okay? And then I'm seeing co-creative heart. Look for the clear signs. And then it says patient heart, move forward and grow. In 1 second, because it's something significant. And 1 second, because something significant about creativity. The number 3 here, and maybe you have a life path of 3, so maybe you're seen as a very creative person, or if you do have a life path of 3, maybe you need to look up what that means and how you can apply that into your life and personal and work, because again, like I feel like you really do have gifts that you need to own up. Like, I am a creator, I can speak, I am good at communication, something significant about that, okay? But back to this, it says emotions are the reflection, look for the deeper meaning, okay? So if y'all pay attention to these colors, I feel like they are so cute, okay? Something significant about blue, green, I see a little lavender. Is this lavender? Blue? No, not lavender, it's not lavender. But blue, green, I feel like these colors most definitely like go together. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna look it up after I'm done with this video, okay? But I really do feel like it's something significant about this, okay? And yeah, let me get some angel numbers. Woo-hoo. All right, let's see. Okay, so look at this. So I already said something significant about the number 3. So I'm seeing 333 supports, okay? It says growth, creativity, joy, community, visions, and talents, okay? So it says seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it is time to focus inward, focus on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community, okay? So I'm getting a sense of like, people need you. You may feel like, the pressure, but I feel like God put something in you that a lot of people cannot do. As of right now, show up as like for you, and accept who you are, and just let people see that, and then that's going to pull in your soul tribe, okay? So yeah. And then it says 0220. So act on your idea, realistic and practical approach, goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation, and discipline. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. You're about to experience a spectacular ascent, okay? And then let me do this. It says 1221, take initiative. So change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, high vibes. So work with what you have, and it will get you places. Count your blessings and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forward. You might also be getting some good news soon. And when it says dear ones, so don't forget your ancestors, okay? And your parents, friends, the close ones that's around you, okay? I also feel like you have hidden support for whatever reading that's coming up. You may feel like nobody's supporting me or something significant about that, but you have no idea who's keeping tabs on you. So I'm getting a sense of you needed to be patient, okay? Just wait a minute, because everybody love a winner. Nobody want a loser. And you have to understand that when it comes to money, people want to know what they're investing into. So I'm getting a sense of like, you just keep focusing on you, keep showing up, keep doing your thing, and then when the time comes, because you got to understand, if you are utilizing your spiritual gifts, you're not the only one with these gifts. You're not the only one that is tapped in, okay? So people know, okay? All right. It says, I know that sitting in silence is the surest way to hear my intuition speak. I am listening. It says, I know that pure joy is the result of being in alignment with my soul. I am true to myself. And the last one, it says 222, feminine forces, relationships, balance, prosperity, patience, humility, okay? It says you can do everything by yourself, but life is supposed to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you will become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, listen. Okay, and then the train. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, I'm going to leave this message here. Thank you guys so much for viewing this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Okay, bye.